Once upon a time, my lovely wife and I purchased this humble abode, and with the exception of my cute youngest daughter standing in the front patio, I was never crazy about the exterior appearance. I wanted to upgrade the curb appeal of our house by removing that rather unattractive metal siding. I wanted to upgrade the window in front of the garage, and I also wanted to cover up that rather unsightly wrought iron patio metalwork. So I removed all of the metal siding, revealing a pretty solid, pretty decent stucco exterior, and then I got started on renovating the front patio. But I also wanted to replace this garage window, and the best way to do that was to take it on as a DIY project. A custom-made window not only would have been far too expensive, it wouldn't have been the design that I really wanted. So I got to work with some computer-aided tools, and this is before AI, so please don't critique me too much. But I just decided to draw out what I felt would be the best design for the garage window. So go ahead and laugh at my rather crude use of computer tools to create a custom window, but you'll see they actually worked. Now, after figuring out the design, the first step I needed to do was build a couple of twin frames, one for the left portion and one for the right portion of the garage window. I decided to use 3/4 inch by 1 1/4 inch wood stock, which combines low weight with strength and resilience. And it's economical. After measuring up and cutting the proper lengths for the horizontal and vertical window frame pieces, I drilled pilot holes in each of those pieces to assemble them together using wood screws. I cut notches on the vertical portions of these DIY window frames using a table saw. You can see the notches right here, and those add a little bit of extra strength to the frames. Now what I did was I set up my table saw and I set the saw blade to cut about half of the thickness of the vertical portions of the wood. I started with the ends first. Of course, I raised the blade like you see there, and then I used one of the horizontal pieces to measure the exact distance that I needed to make that first cut. You know, I wanted to be the exact thickness of the horizontal piece. Once I made that cut on the table saw, I moved over to my bandsaw, and then I was able to cut that notch. And I measured the depth, obviously using a horizontal piece. Here, back at the table saw, I've got my saw blade exactly at the depth I need. Now I can cut the middle notch. What I did was I started with a piece of scrap lumber, and I cut a notch, and I wanted to make sure that the notch would fit the horizontal piece precisely. In so doing, you know, if I messed up on the scrap piece, no big deal. Using the scrap piece as a guide, it's far easier to then go ahead and make the exact cuts that need to be made on my actual window frame pieces. I don't own a set of Dado Blades, frankly, because I wouldn't use them enough to justify the expense of going out and buying them. What I do is I just kind of cut a little bit at a time, and then I just work my way down using the table saw. But as you can see, the notches I cut work out just fine. Now I've confirmed I've got good fits all the way around, so I can go ahead and use some wood glue and some Phillips head screws to finish the assembly. Once the frames are complete, then I can attach the plexiglass. These side windows required smaller pieces of plexiglass, which I was able to cut by hand, and what I did was just held the plexiglass pieces down with a straight edge like so, and then scored multiple times along where I wanted to make the cut. And the more you score, the better. I'm using a razor cutter, as you can see, and then I would just flip the plexiglass over and then snap the piece while holding the straight edge in place, and I had nice, clean, straight cuts. I left the protective film in place until I was ready to remove it later. And as you can see, I get pretty straight cuts just scoring with a razor knife. It's a little bit out of focus, but straight enough for our purposes. Stay tuned for my next video where I demonstrate how to attach the plexiglass. Thanks for watching.